Hello, hello. My name is David Obut. This is my final project demonstration for Linux deployment proposal for Promised Land. I have configured an Ubuntu server on my AWS EC2 server as a central file as a central file server for the company's new Independence, Missouri data center. In this demonstration, I will show you all the configuration tasks outlined in my written proposal. Server access and overview. I run this command who am I, and the result came out Ubuntu. Also, host name and my IP address came up, which is IP 172 dash 312915 I run this command and my results came out thus. We have my distributor ID, Ubuntu. I have description, Ubuntu 26.04 LTS. I have release 26.04 and have my code name Resolute. Let's look at the disk position layout. I run the command. As you can see, I run the command. According to my proposal, I've located the storage as follows: 30 gigabyte for the root partition with additional partition for home, shares, val, and swap. By running this command, okay, I also run this. By running this other command, as you can see, df-h, this command shows the mounted file system. Okay, I skip something. Let's go back. Of course, when I run the command IP address shows my IP address shows, which is 172.31.29.153, and also my IP6 address also shows, as you can see. Okay, now let's talk about users and group. As I run the command here, I have a group, which is web HR, web IT, web engineer, finance, management, sales, etc. as in the group. Okay, as you can see below the group, each department at Promised Land, HR, yes, which I have already mentioned. Yes, which I already mentioned. And each group have their users. As you can see, the HR has this as their user, while the IT have this as user, engineer, finance, they all have their different users. Looking at shares, storage, and permission. When I run this command, you can see that the shares directory structure is organized by department, and each department has a read and write and even execute access. Then I run this next command. You see the command here shows that HR was denied because it is not stored in the finance. Now, fire configuration. Let's look at that. Firewall configuration. As I run the command, I was able to, the output shows that I was able to configure UFW, the Utumbo firewall. Only SSH, Simba, and NFS ports allowed inbounds. All other ports were blocked by default. Looking at a security measure, as I run this command, as you can see, the security is implemented in layers. Root logging over SSH is disabled, and the password identification is disabled, and it requires SSH keys for access. Only the admin user has sudo privileges. Additionally, ACL grants the CIO, Jennifer Adams, read only access to all department files. The message of the day, MOTT. When I run this command, these are the message that was displayed. Let's look at the updated repositories and packages. When I run this command, of course, the outputs came that regular updated packages repository were using app update. And as I run this again, we now see that the app list there were no upgradable packages. Now, looking at non-default package installation, as you can see, I've installed a non-default command line package using root. Now, looking at the Samba file server status, here you can see that the output shows that it is active and is currently running. Now I am looking at a schedule repeat via cron. Have scheduled a cron job to reboot the server every 2 years on January 1st at 2 a.m. This helps clear system hatches and apply kernel updates that require a restart. In conclusion, I've applied my proposal correctly and successfully to meet all requirements in Promised Land. Thank you.